My name is Rhapsody, his name is Lollash, and welcome back to Slaying the Spire cooperatively.
I wouldn't say cooperatively, you big jerk.
It was
white beast statue.
It was cooperative until I decided to be a huge prick about things. It's true. It's true.
All right. It's okay. It's okay. Your entire comment section is going to yell at you for not taking the fun card or the fun relic.
I've done so much fun stuff recently. I have had fun overload. There's too much fun. It's time to veto all of the fun and win.
Look out, guys. Here comes the fun police. All right, Rhapsody, kill the parasite for me.
All right, fine. I'm gonna drop a dex potion because potions mean nothing to us anymore.
Yeah, you just drink a potion every single turn.
Pretty much.
Is how we roll now.
I think being able to drink a potion every turn is pretty big.
I don't think you can complain about it. I think that it's okay.
It's okay. Understatement of the year. These two stabs do nothing. Yeah, we're starting to take damage. If only we had some sort of a way to regenerate. Maybe in like a potable form. I don't know. I'm just
all right.
Tossing around ideas here. And strike. And sure, survivor for the heck of it. Just so that we can style on him. We're gonna need... Alright, so I think we can totally both agree on this one. Blade Dance is like an instant pickup.
I think Blade Dance is definitely valuable.
Mm-hmm.
I think Infinite Blades gets picked up. I think Accuracy gets picked up. I think the Shiv synergies get picked up just because they work so well with Shuriken.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we find Kunai, we buy it, even if we have to sell like a testicle or something.
Definitely true.
I'm sure between us we can come up with one of those.
Yeah.
Although Rhapsody has no balls, as he proved at the end of the last episode.
It's a fair point.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I went there.
It's okay. I'm more than fine with this. I'll take my lumps.
Oh dear. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
If it helps us win the series, I'll take the lumps. All right. Stab. It's a shame that we never get 3 attacks in the same hand. Like, we've played 2 attacks consistently every fucking turn.
I would guarantee that if we had hit the transform button, we would, but you know, somebody didn't want to look inside Pandora's box.
Uh-huh.
What could possibly go wrong if you look inside Pandora's box? Like, honestly.
Honestly, I've no clue.
Yeah, there's no like mythological tale regarding that at all, right?
Not at all.
But this is the first time.
Definitely Cloak
and Dagger. Yeah. Skewer is a card that I will pick up 100% of the time if I have Ice Cream.
Oh, okay, yeah, if you have Ice Cream.
Yeah.
All right, too many potions. I think we take regen, ditch the Swift, and pick up an Ancient.
Swift is too valuable, man. Swift is so good. You can go digging for that extra attack, or the madness, or the adrenaline, or...
True, but we have backflip, adrenaline, and expertise in a deck that thins itself out of a bunch of our different cards. And the Ancient Potion's really valuable if we go up against Snecko, because we have a super low-cost deck. If we can stop Snecko from confusing us, we can win that fight easily. Whereas if Snecko confuses us, that might be difficult.
Yeah, you definitely take the Ancient Potion. I'm not arguing with that. Mm-hmm. I don't think you get rid of the Swift Potion. Because next combat, what potion are you going to play? Probably not a regen potion, right? We're at full health.
Probably not.
But you will get value out of the Swift Potion.
But we can complete... Like, we don't have another rest until the absolute end of the floor. So... Like, if we want to go for 2 elites, we don't have a rest until the absolute end of the floor. So I think giving ourselves the ability to... Yeah. All the way up here, all the way up here, and then there. No, but we can't get 2 elites if we go on the... Wait, what do you mean? Oh, if we go
right from where you are now, and then right, and then you get an elite, and then you can go through another elite.
We missed so many question marks.
No, it's alright. Go the shop route. We've got 198 money. Maybe we'll pick up a Blade Dance or something. I still think the double regen potion is probably wrong, because you'll find another one. There's that ice cream I was talking about.
There's sadistic nature as well, which is not always amazing, but when you have noxious fumes, it's just 3 damage a turn to everyone. It's a Mercury Hourglass.
Sadistic nature is a guaranteed pick in Silent if you have noxious fumes.
Mm-hmm.
I think well-laid plans is a power that I have a lot of respect for. It comes pre-upgraded as well, remember, because frozen egg beta.
Yep.
So I think well-laid plans is interesting because if you get your deck small enough, it allows you to selectively draw 5 specific cards.
Mm-hmm.
Because you keep 2 in your hand, so you don't have to draw them on the following turn.
There's also a lot of turns at the moment where we can't play expertise because we get all of our 1 costs and expertise in the same hand. However, if we hold expertise and then draw our 0 costs, we can flush our hand out expertise for a new hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Same with Madness. Like, if we ever end up with a good 2-cost card, we can hang on to a Madness to try and get to the 2-cost card. So I think well-laid plans is correct.
I think card removal service
probably remove. Yeah. And I think we remove a basic defend.
A basic defend?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we don't really have that many attacks in this deck. Like, if we wanted to tend this towards just tanking up while our opponents die to noxious fumes, then sure, remove a strike. But I think you're correct. Remove a defend.
I mean, you've been complaining that we haven't been able to play 3 attacks per turn because we just never draw them together. Jax is great, but this isn't a Shiv deck. We get less value out of Jax than we
He wasn't offering us Jax. He was going to take Jax from us in order to give us a relic. But we also didn't have the 85 to pay him off to get a free relic. Free relic. Yeah, pay him 85 to get a free relic. That's how that works, I believe. I think we just take the 100 golds here.
So,
if we take Regret, we're going to have to go to this shop and skip another elite.
No, we're not. We have an infinite number of potions. We will find plenty of regen potions. They will counteract the Regret easily. I think you have to take the Regret here. 250 money, that's an extra 150 gold. That's so much more money.
It also takes a slot in our deck, though. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. No big deal. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I hope it's fine. Defend.
It's gonna be fine.
5. Okay, so we can get 19 block this turn, which isn't gonna block everything. Unfortunately, we do want to play the Cloak and Dagger because we've already used 2 attacks, so Shuriken will upgrade.
Yeah, I think here you cloak, and then you probably defend plus. Well, no, I think you cloak, and then you might actually expertise to draw 3.
Draw 4.
Sorry, 4. Yeah, because it's up to 6, isn't it? So I think, like, if you look at our deck, what could we draw that would be really valuable right now? Well, Adrenaline, Terror, Noxious Fuse, Dagger Spray.
But the thing is, Terror actually wouldn't be amazingly valuable right now because we're not about to immediately play an attack after it. So instead, like, sure, we can play it this turn, but we're then not defending. Madness, I mean, depends on what it hits. Adrenaline is the only one that I really want to hit this turn. Noxious Fumes second, but even that means that we're not defending enough. I think we just tank up. We can hold on to expertise for next turn.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. I'm just not scared about our hit points at all. We have 2 regen potions. That's 30 healing. That's more than we get from resting at a campfire.
That's true.
It's half of our HP.
It's just, like, we're probably going to get hit by, yeah, exactly. This Slaver in the backline is going to use Scrape. That's going to make us vulnerable, and then we're going to start taking some DMG points, my friend.
Yeah, but he should die this turn. You Terror him, you Madness to try and hit Dagger Spray or Expertise. You Dagger Spray.
I think we start a regen potion.
Yeah.
And alchemize before we Madness because we don't want to hit alchemize.
Yep, I can agree with that.
Weakness pot's pretty good. I kind of just want to hit the Slaver in the front line with a weakness pot.
Yeah, I think that's correct. And then I think you Dagger Spray and Survivor and hang on to Expertise.
We can't hang on to Expertise. Survivor will discard it.
Hang on, let me think. 10 cards left in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
If we played Expertise right now, we would draw 4?
Yeah. Almost a half chance of drawing the Adrenaline. But if we don't draw Adrenaline, we can't play anything. Because we have 1 energy left and Expertise is the cost.
Yeah, and we might draw Regret, and then we would be full of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because we could survive away the Regret.
It's true.
I actually think Expertise might be correct. Because you can survive away the Regret. If you do draw the Adrenaline, you're real happy.
Well, are we real happy if we draw the Adrenaline, or are we just okay?
We're real happy. Because that means that we can then play another defensive card, or we can Dagger Spray, and we don't have to hang on to survive this turn, right? We want Survivor in our hand for the turn we have Regret.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if you backflip, you almost certainly draw... See, I think you were probably better off backflipping there to look for to try and get the Regret into your hand.
Oh! No, I was just thinking leave that for later and save the backflip for the next turn.
Yeah. That works as well. And then you just Dagger Spring.
And retain the 2 defensive cards. Because the next turn is going to be vulnerability applied to us. Thank you. I think they actually... Yeah, there's the damage I wasn't really keen to see.
So... And we're still weakened, which is less than ideal.
It's true.
So we have to make a decision here. If we backflip, we're going to take a bunch of damage from Regret.
And it's not likely that we actually hit the Survivor. I think it's Noxious Fumes defend. Or rather, Noxious Fumes, Cloak and Dagger defend.
I think Noxious Fumes is correct. I think Defend is correct. I'm not sure about... We could also hit a Neutralize, which would save us like 5 block and do some damage.
True, but again, we're drawing 2 cards out of a total of 11. I think that's unlikely.
Yeah, 2 chances out of 2 and 11. I could do the math, but I'm not going to. Yeah, just Noxious Fumes and tank up.
Cool.
Just go Defend, Cloak.
Save these 2.
Surprised you're not keeping around to strike so we can burst down that red slaver.
Should be right. Hey, there's the Entangle. The turn I was looking for.
See, I would backflip first here. Because if you draw Dagger Spray kills him.
Yep, you're right.
Neutralize kills him, in fact.
Neutralize does kill him, but it's only, 2 less damage, and I can do it to the front line to make sure this guy's weakened for the rest of its life.
But you can block all the damage that the other guys are doing anyway. Right? Because you can play Survivor and Blur, which brings us up to 18 block.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that you can strike him and get him closer to death.
Okay.
Either way works.
I agree.
And then we can hang on to an Expertise as well for the following turn. Because in the next turn we're drawing a wound, guaranteed.
2 wounds, in fact.
2?
Yeah.
Ew.
Unfortunately, if we don't have anything else in our hand, we're going to have to retain those. Thank you, Survivor, for allowing me to discard it. Whee. I think the rest of this is pretty much just on autoplay.
Yep, absolutely. You'll be good from here.
Alright. Good thing we had a regen potion.
This is the elite fight. Yeah. This is, This elite fight by itself makes me want to skip all elites on floor 2. Like, just not do elite fights on floor 2.
Yep. Nemesis does that to me for the next floor, in fact.
I don't. Everyone complains about Nemesis. I don't. He's just Nemesis. He's not that bad.
Sure.
You have to block one heavy attack every 3 turns.
Yeah, but I run a lot of decks that the idea is my first turn will draw through my entire deck and play Rampage 4 times. And if I do that successfully, sure, I do a lot of damage to the Nemesis. But if I don't kill the Nemesis, that's it. I'm dead because that deck doesn't run defense.
Any particular reason you chose to ship a dude who was going to die to poison?
Was he? I thought he had 1 HP before that.
Yep. Pretty sure he was going to die to poison. But then again, I do have like fuzzy screen share, so
That's true.
yeah. Maybe I was wrong. So I think you
I'm
probably
gonna
just
say
strike
maybe
here.
you were wrong. Just to maintain my sense of self-esteem.
Hey, comment section. Tell Rhapsody he was wrong if he was wrong, and if I was wrong, don't say anything. Just, no,
It's fair.
this is a democracy.
Strawberry.
Hey, strawberry's real good here.
I mean, like, it's fine, but it's the least powerful of the max HP increasing relics.
Yeah, we'd prefer a pear or a mango.
We could take an
Unload
in
is
this
interesting.
deck.
Yeah, we only have the 1 AoE card. Unload is 1 cost. Provides you with some discard.
No, because... Alright, I would have taken it, except for the fact that almost everything else we have is a skill. So as soon as we play Unload, like, sure, it does a reasonable amount of damage, but we're not doing anything
See,
after
the thing
that.
is, Unload is the last card you play in a turn, right? If you draw Unload and you're going to play Unload, you just play it as the last card. Yes, it does mean you don't get to well-laid plans, but every time it hits Regret, every time it hits a discard synergy card, if we randomly end up with one in our deck, like, you feel good. I think you could argue for an Unload.
I think we skip. We do get the 2 max HP
Bunch
from
of-
Singing Bowl as well.
Yeah, a bunch of burns in your hand. Save yourself 12 HP. Like, there's definitely times where you want to discard your entire hand.
That's true. That's
Um,
definitely true. Hey! Goodbye, Regret. Goodbye, Regret. Hello, Sadistic Nature? Sadistic Nature
I
that
think you've
upgrades
got it.
itself?
You've got to take Sadistic Nature. I don't think you can not take it in a Noxious Fumes deck.
Especially when it
And you
upgrades
definitely get rid
itself
of Regret.
instantly. We have exactly 1.
A penny for your thoughts, Rhapsody. Let's... Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Cleric.
It's a shame.
No gold for you.
Oh,
today.
fuck off!
Hey, that's we go. That's right. That's right. It means we've got money to spend on next floor's shops, and an anchor. So
Mhm.
first turn we can be a little bit more aggressive, which is good.
Yep, saves us 10, rather gives us 10 block on the first turn, for anyone who's wondering. Alright. Let's do all of the super obvious
turn.
things first.
Backstab,
Play all
play
the-
an energy potion. Why
Yeah,
did you alchemize?
Because I wanted to get
Why
it out
did
of my
you-
hand, but I didn't think about the fact that
Why-
I'm
why
a
did you-
moron. That's what I didn't think about. I just didn't consider that I'm a moron. So you have to understand. It's...
Oh, Rhapsody. You still should have drunk the energy potion there, by the way, and blew it up.
I know. I realized that as soon as the hand was leaving, and I was like, "Fuck! I did it again!" This is the
Oh, why
moment
do I
in the
let you
sitcom
have
when
the
everyone looks at me and goes, "Oh, Rhapsody!" And I'm like,
Rhapsody.
"Hmm."
So this is a Terror Strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hang on to Cloak and Dagger and strike. Oh, Cloak and Dagger and defend. This guy can hit hard.
It's true,
I
and
don't
we
know.
are vulnerable.
Yeah, I think we hang on to the defend for now.
Yep.
Normally I would prefer to hang on to the strike, but...
Our whole deck is just going to be dazed. This is going to be great. Hey, didn't do anything there. Good. Time for a sadistic nature.
Sadistic nature. And then I think you just Dagger Spray and wait. I don't even think you
Really?
shiv out a dazed. Yeah, well, here's the thing, right, is you didn't get to your 3 attacks, so you gained no strength gain. All the shiv gave you was 6 damage or 7 damage or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have hung onto that Cloak and Dagger for a potential defensive card next turn. which would have been nice with him doing 21 damage. But so you backflip, defend, blur probably, and just let Noxious Fumes and.
Gotta be hopeful I draw that neutralize 50-50. Let's go.
You did get a free strike though, so why are you striking again?
I was checking it. I used the first one because it was 0 energy.
Free, yeah.
This one I was just checking the damage 5 to 7. Because it's difficult to calculate the damage off the top of your head when you've got strength, weaken, and your opponent is vulnerable because it's so many different modifiers.
Yeah, that's very true. So I think you just defend blur, brings us up to what, like 18 block? We take 3 on the chin.
I mean, we're about to get a potion at the end of this. Why not just pop the energy potion, defend again, and strike?
I think you regen rather than energy.
But the fight's not going for 5 more turns.
Well, you can force it to go for at least like 2. Yeah, drink the energy potion, I guess.
Cool.
Play a defend. Not expertise. No, Rhapsody.
I just desperately wanted to draw the neutralize. Come on.
No.
Aww.
You do realize he takes like 7 damage because poison plus.
Oh yeah, he's the deadest man of all time.
Yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine.
Strength potion.
Strength potion's great.
I think this is a
Skipperoonie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you can make an argument for Piercing Whale. It's basically block 6 damage from every enemy.
It's
Plus.
true. And anyone who does multi-attacks is just completely gimped by it.
Yep.
Well, good thing we have Anchor, because this is not a good opening turn. I think we regen and strength here.
I think we regen... Yeah, we regen in strength. We're going to gain 2 potions because we've got the Alchemize. And then you just Terror Backstab... strike, Alchemize, probably. Sorry, Cloak and Dagger. Yeah. Strike, Alchemize.
And we do get regen. 2 more attacks. It's unfortunate. The regen just extends the duration of the regen rather than amplifying the intensity of the regen. If it doubled the intensity of the regen potion would be so much stronger. It's already really strong, but it'd be so much stronger.
Wow, what an awful hand.
Really? Time to draw all of the rest of our deck.
Yeah, well,
completely protect ourselves and get all of our actions available on that turn. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but you got lucky with the expertise draw because you could have drawn like neither of the powers and no decent attacks.
It's true, but I also have Adrenaline in my deck. I mean, you were previously trying to pitch to me the idea of a 2 draw so that I could get 1 specific card left of my 11 cards in deck. I think that was a much more likely one.
Yeah, but you don't have any balls. You don't take the risky plays, Rhapsody. It was out of
character.
Character. That's the word I couldn't. Don't you love when you forget how to English?
Yep, I do it so regularly. It especially sucks having a recorded library of you forgetting the most obvious words. I have this joke that I really like to do where, like, if there is a super obvious word and I know the word, I like to pretend that I've just completely forgotten it. And with the influx of new viewers...
that's what it is.
Yeah. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I actually straight up forget the word. But with the influx of new viewers, there are a lot of people who don't understand my sense of humor. So there's a lot of people who, like, I'll see the word deflect on the screen, and I'll be like, man, if only there was a card that enabled me to, like parry or just, like, refract a shot in some way. Oh, man, if only there was a better word for that. And then I'll move on. And then there's just like a few comments saying, oh, deflect. You meant deflect. It was on the screen. How'd you miss that? Oh, come on, man.
That's all
right. Cloak and Dagger Blur completely protects us.
Yeah, and then we can strike and shiv and...
just shiv. Don't have the energy.
It's just shiv, right?
That's okay. Our poison is gradually working its way through this enemy.
Yeah, and you've got
neutralize.
Yes. That thing that just happened that I've forgotten the word of. Sadistic nature. Murder is sufficient.
Bag of Marbles. Now this
Bag of
is
Marbles is really good.
yeah, it's one of my favorite pickups on the Silent because I used to do really, really heavy backstab builds. So I would have like 4 backstabs in my opening hand, and then I would just kill instantly. It's only going to be better now that backstab's been upgraded.
Yeah, for me, it's more like dagger sprays. Backstab plus, hey? But cloak and dagger, though.
Yeah, but like that's 22. That's 22 damage for 0 energy on the first turn on any target.
It's true. Whereas cloak and dagger is only like 6 damage
Hmm.
and 6 block. But cloak and dagger is 6 damage every time you draw it. Backstab gets out of the way.
Exactly.
I think backstab gives you more alpha and makes it more likely that we get shuriken procs on the first turn.
Mm-hmm.
And cloak and dagger is the more consistent play.
Yep.
I think either is a good choice.
I'm gonna go with the backstab.
If that was old backstab, and by old backstab I mean
Yeah, the 1
like,
energy plus 1 extra damage.
then we definitely wouldn't play it.
Definitely, I wouldn't have even drafted the first one in that case. I don't like backstab
Yeah.
anymore. I used to like it a lot though. If the cloak and dagger was upgraded, I would have been much more liable to pick it up.
Oh yeah, absolutely double shiv for shoresies. Gain a strength. Gain a strength.
Oh,
If you strike, you gain a strength.
it's. I mean, we're always going to be using the strike this turn. I'm just trying to figure out like the order in which I expertise to get the best card draw versus the best effects.
Yeah, I think you strike and then expertise, and then you neutralize 5. It is 5, right? Upgraded plus 1 strength vulnerable.
Except
is
for the
5?
fact that the vulnerability. So it's 7 right now.
Okay. It's 7 right now.
Dagger
So if
Spray
you
has to
Dagger
be our
Spray-
last one because Dagger Spray triggers Malleable twice. Like this will
No, it
do
doesn't.
7.
Oh, it
Yeah,
does. Yeah.
Madness Upgrade Survivor. Okay, so this will be 7. I have no good ordering for this. There's actually like no favorable ordering.
You just neutralize Dagger Spray.
Well, I mean,
You want the weak, and you can
Mhm.
only play 1 more attack, so you Dagger Spray.
Yep.
And then you hang on to free Survivor and Backflip.
I should have used the regen potion at the very start of this fight.
Why? We're only going to be fighting for 2 turns.
Sure, but
You
I'm
have
going to
gotten
leave
2
this
turns
fight
worth
with
of
the
healing.
extra 2 potions.
You probably block this turn. Just drink a block potion. And blur. And alchemize. To gain more potions.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if you throw fire at him, you just win here. And we are going to get a potion at the end of combat.
That's true. That's true. Except for the fact that I wouldn't have won because that's a explosive, not a fire.
I mean, I didn't realize you were weakened. If you'd gone explosive into strike, you would have dealt 16.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Cool.
but
Cool,
that's
cool.
okay.
Tools of trade. Upgrades itself, so it becomes 0 cost.
0 cost, yeah. Tools of the trade is a good call.
Now things like Tactician,
what we really
like
wanna
we could
see?
take 1 copy of Tactician in this deck.
You know what we really want to see?
What's
Like
up?
above everything else?
Yep.
Mummified Hand.
Yes! Oh my gosh. Mummified Hand and Bird-Faced Urn.
Bird-faced Urn, yeah. Yeah, those would be amazing.
Cool.
Rip. Hey, remember, you can drink potions here, so...
Thank you very much for the reminder.
This is a weird run because you literally use 2 potions every combat.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. I really should have just used the Cloak and Dagger first so the expertise was lowered in cost.
Yeah. That's right.
Get myself Alchemize.
Got another block potion that we can use next turn.
Mm-hmm. So
We're all weakness
many
potion.
potions. You know what? Okay,
I
actually,
know.
you know what relic is almost always complete horseshit that would be amazing here?
the gain to ornithopter.
Yep.
Ornithopter.
Toy ornithopter.
Ornithopter. Yeah,
Yes.
ornithopter. That's one. I was gonna get there eventually. I promise.
That's okay. I believe in you, buddy.
All right. Stab him up. Rock the dagger spray. Blur because free block. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. Drink a block potion because.
I mean, I can just drink the block potion next turn if it's necessary.
Well, you're gonna have to drink something. Otherwise, you're gonna waste potions. You can't waste consumables.
That's true. That's true. I'm actually gonna throw a dazed back because I can't play it in this hand, and I might end up playing a neutralize.
What?
I know. It's heresy.
Putting a dazed back in your deck?
I know. I hate to do it. I hate to put Daze back in my deck, but I also hate to put Shivs back into my deck, and my aversion to doing that lost me a run recently. Oh, it was the saddest. Kill. Murder!
Yay! All right, so you didn't drink a potion. I would ditch the block potion here for a Swifty.
Really?
I think it allows you to work towards
We've got the champ
strong
as our
first
final
turns.
boss. I think block potion is going to be useful.
Yeah.
That dude
okay.
executes
All right,
for
fair enough.
like 39. It's no hyper beam,
like
but
50
ooh.
damage. So see a calculated gamble plus, pick a calculated gamble plus. Like ditch your entire hand. If you get tough bandages now, you just win the run, right? Like if you get tough bandages, if you get Tingsha, if you get like discard synergy cards, you just win the run. Calculated gamble's so strong.
All right, alchemize or madness?
Cloak and dagger.
Really?
So cloak and dagger, you're going to be happy every time you play it because it's gain 6 block, gain 2/3 of a point of strength for 1 energy.
I can see that. It's just like I think like the deck runs a lot smoother in opening turns if we have more 0-cost cards.
The big issue is the primary issue is that if you upgrade madness, you spend 1 less energy once in an entire combat. Which I would probably madness blur here. Yeah. Which doesn't feel good. Oh, you noxious fumes because you're already blocking all the damage.
I was wondering if we'd still had a charge on the shuriken. I was wondering if it was possible to go for the cloak and dagger, but we didn't.
Yeah, then cloak and dagger may have been worthwhile, but. So I think you ditch a basic strike here.
Yep, agreed.
And then play, like, everything. Literally all the things. Backflip first, and then think about potions. I don't think weakening him was... you might have wanted the weaken potion for later on in the fight when he goes into execute mode.
That's true,
That's okay.
I usually just try and completely skip that, but we don't have enough aggressive cards to do that.
No.
God.
It's a fairly defensive deck. Although, our damage is going to ramp up rapidly with Sadistic Nature plus Noxious Fumes plus.
Damn.
So, you cloak Shiv, and then you probably defend Gamble or something to that effect. I think you definitely cloak Shiv, because 6 block and...
Less than 6 block because of frailty, yeah. I could see an argument for strike.
This may be a block potion turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you strike for the strength gain and just block potion up.
There's like both neutralize and blur and even dagger spray at this point that I really want to draw and play, so I don't want to play calculated gamble.
Yeah, no. You hang on to gamble in case you draw garbage next turn, and all of those are on the bottom of the deck.
See, this is a really good hand, because you play a bunch of 0-cost, you expertise, and if what you got was shit, you just calculated gamble it all away.
Yeah, for sure. Hi, Survivor. We loved it, you. Strike, dagger spray.
Just save it for the next turn.
Bacon. Yeah. Save that combo.
Have a free shot, feudal weakling. Jeez.
He's a big meanie.
I know. Honestly, he's the person. He's been so mean to me. He's been almost as mean as you have. Almost.
Almost. So this is probably cloak and strike, so that you get the plus strength.
Mm-hmm.
And then backflip blocks all the damage.
Yeah. We're gonna have a turn that uses these eventually. It's not gonna be
you can't
next
complain,
turn,
right? You're getting good draws. No, it's not gonna be next turn either.
We need more zero costs in this deck. I mean, with the defense, we would
You
also
need a
have to
survivor
survive.
here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, are you still frail? You're not frail anymore.
No.
So, with weaken... Oh no, he's already weak. Yeah, you will have to double.
Which is unfortunate because now
Actually,
it means that.
Dex potion.
Sorry?
Dex potion. Dex potion.
Yeah, alright. Just because potions pretty much mean nothing to us at any point ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next turn he's going to do his self-buff and clear, which is unfortunate. So we just want to do as much damage as possible this turn. Just go discard. We'll keep Blur just so that we can keep Blur, I guess. Throw back a defend. No reason to throw back anything else. Blur calculated gamble.
Probably just blur defend?
Huh? But we
Stack
want to
up
be
the
as
defense
aggressive
for
as
next
possible.
turn.
True, it does stack up the defense for the next turn, but like he's gonna move that vulnerability off of himself.
I mean, maybe even blur backflip gamble. To cycle the deck quickly, dig for neutralizers, dagger sprays, cloak and daggers, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Gives you a bit of additional block.
Yep, I see that. And another blur.
Neutralize and the blur, so...
I am so happy that blur stacks like it does.
Yeah, it's not like barricade, you know, where there's no stacking effect.
Mm-hmm.
It actually increases the duration, which is good.
Very kind of it. Another blur. With a deck this small and with the ability to draw as many cards per turn as we do, we can now just have blur constantly. Which is always good.
Which is like having played a barricade, which is insane. So you just go buck wild on this guy this turn.
Yep.
And then hopefully we should be able to get the kill next turn. Between the poison tick, the sadistic nature, he doesn't re-weaken you once he's in this mode. And now he's going to hit us with an execute, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a casual 57 damage.
That's okay. We've got lethal.
But we've got him killed, so.
Even before the dagger spray.
Alright, 2 more choices before we wrap up this floor. Doppel, die, glass knife. I have a lot of respect for glass knife.
Same. It's one of those kind of see a single copy, take a single copy for me.
But I also have a lot of respect for die.
Also true.
1 damage backstab every enemy, exhaust it out of your deck so you don't keep it around. Because often there's a lot of fights that's like 2 trash or 3 trash and a boss, you know? Yep. And just being able to die away the trash is pretty good.
It's true. It's true. Dagger Spray isn't really like... I mean, we do have Dagger Spray, Sadistic Nature, and Noxious Fume, so we do have AoE control.
We do. The thing is, with Glass Knife, eventually, especially in the longer fights, because this is a more defensive deck, it does become a dead draw. Whereas die is...
Though. Because we're going to be increasing our strength at a reasonable rate. So Glass Knife is going to get worse at near-ish the same rate that it gets better.
Yeah, it probably... I'd say on average, we'll be looking at -2 strength for every +2 strength,
Mhm.
or -2 damage for every +2 damage, which means it probably sits around at 16 damage for one.
Or we upgrade it
Yeah.
and it's 24. And
Yeah, all right,
usually,
let's go
if we're doing a
Glass Knife.
single target, it is already terrored, so that becomes 36.
Let's take the Glass Knife.
Awesome.
I think either of those cards are worth. I think Doppelganger's a bit of a trap in this deck.
All right. Well, I think there is
All right.
literally only one decision here, and it's how quickly do we want to take the Cursed Key?
Now, Rhapsody.
Oh God! Don't you dare! What? There's some highfalutin bullshit about now. Calling card is actually really good to give you an extra chance of taking an extra adrenaline on the next floor. Bull ass shit! This is a fucking Cursed Key.
Question card is hot garbage. You never take question. The only time question card is good is if both other boss relics are utter trash, and it's the first boss relic, or you get it from Niao. Otherwise, it's just you never pick it.
Yeah.
But Calling Bell.
3.
So stick with me here. 3 curses. Okay. Now you're gonna get 3 curses, but you're gonna get 3 relics. 3 relics is worth, I'm gonna say, on average, about 600 gold. Removing those 3 curses from your deck is worth, on average, about what, like 350? So you're making a net gain of about 250 gold worth of relics,
Except
which is pretty solid.
Except for 600 gold at pretty much any store, you can buy 3 relics, but you can only remove 1 curse. We can make our deck
That's
run
true.
smoother by removing any of our 1-cost cards, like our basic defense and our basic strikes at this point. And we don't have to remove the curses on top of that. There's likely only going to be 1 non-boss chest next floor. That's 1 curse.
Yeah, and +1 energy is really strong. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm probably going to say Cursed Key is right here. I think a lot of people underrate Calling Bell because there are some relics that straight up break decks. Yeah, if we had Mark of Pain, if we had Runic Dome, if we had anything like that, I would say you could consider Calling Bell here. But because we're still on 3 base energy, I think you've got to take the key.
Good. I totally agree.
But Calling Bell is one of those things where a lot of people go, 3 curses, and they don't realize that, especially like in our deck, we've got Calculated Gambles, we've got Survivors. We are probably going to be looking for an Acrobatics at some point, right? Like, we're going to have ways to remove those curses from our hand, and in that case, they're nowhere near as threatening. But
I will mention, however, every single time I take Calling Bell, I get 3 relics in particular.
let me guess. I'm using my mind powers. You get Prayer Wheel.
Yep.
You get I see a Regal Pillow.
Yep.
I see a Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, there you go. That's the exact 3 I get every single goddamn time. For the moment, though, I'm going to stop complaining and we're going to move on to the next episode. So see you there. My name has been Rhapsody. His name has been Lollash. There's a playlist in the description down below for all of the content on this series, as well as all of my individual content on this game, as well as a link to Lollash's Twitch channel. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time.
See you guys.